All right then.
I wished. We're just waiting.
Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
hi.
we can hear you.
So when are we starting this episode? Just wait until it comes. I'm presuming you're going to edit it until we all start.
Yes, of course.
Good. I know you. Know you're great. Everybody here is talented at editing, creating. Especially you, Faith.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, I did it from the app.
We're able to do that for the app.
Way.
I don't know why I've been using the browser for all
I
this.
didn't even think you could do it through the app. Good to know.
Yeah, I've always used it from the app.
Yeah,
We have always
I'll
had
be-
to use the internet.
Oh no, with me being on another podcast, I did it from the app. So yeah.
Yeah, I did it through the app, but for me hosting it myself, I had to do it from the app. But me joining it, I always did it through a web.
Right.
We're talking about.
All right. Let's get juicy.
It's your podcast, Jamie. You build us into it. You get us into it.
All right then.
You just like.
All right then.
Right
Hello,
there.
welcome to the Opinionistas podcast. We're your hosts, John Maloney, Risk11, Faithy, and Eric Taylor. And we are
Hey.
going to get... Yeah, way! All right, let's go.
So what?
Yay, long pauses. What are we gonna talk
Yes, I
about?
love that.
You dive us into our topic, Jamie. You're the host. You're the podcast owner. The one that runs. Well, not owner, but you run it.
All right, yeah, fair enough. Okay, so starting off, have I told you about the iconic skyline?
Yes, I have.
Yes. So apparently, I just realized one of my relatives, not that iconic skyline, but lives in an apartment building just adjacent to it. And it's quite crazy, to be honest, and I just never realized that until now.
Hmm.
Rad.
Faithy,
Wow.
and you want to say? Faith.
Faithy.
Faithy.
Where are you?
Darn.
She'll jump in eventually.
Yeah.
Faither. I don't know what that means, but
So any topics you guys want to talk in, dive in. You want to talk about
The next generation.
of what?
I don't know. The next generation.
of kids.
Of
like-
what? Yeah, I mean,
No, Eric, not kids. Something else.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were gonna be dissing the next generation. All right. Yeah, never mind.
What are we doing then?
Oh no, we got years until we got years until Generation Alpha does something. So yeah.
Why are they called Alpha again?
Because
I don't know.
they're not
I think alphabetically it's the end of the alphabetical generation. Now we're moving on to the Greek generation lettering system.
they-
or whatever.
Oh, it's the end of the alphabet. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So end of the Latin and now on to the Greek. That's gonna be interesting.
Interesting. So, Faithy, you there?
I'm here.
What you want to talk about? You got any questions? Get on it. We'll in.
Jump
So-
on it. Just jump on it.
Anywho, you
Go
get
on
my
it.
drift.
Any Quan?
What is the best temperature to sleep in for you guys?
Like, well,
Probably at
Look-
least like.
bloody
Well,
free.
I'm from New York, so probably like a good 60, 50, because that's not really that cold to me.
We don't even get that here in Scotland. We get lucky about that. Or April, we get cold here. It's where snow rain. Over because of like the whole like ozone layer and because of global warming, it's getting worse. Hitting us bad, man.
I think the ozone layer was resolved years ago.
Mainly yeah, but it's just like
Yeah, it's just climate change in general.
So
what you get. Dive in something.
Come
Tell
on,
us-
lads, jazz it up. Let's go.
So, what do you guys think about streaming services? Love them, hate them, wish
Uh,
they were dead.
you
Want to
know,
be them?
Yeah,
I mean, I want to be them, but I
I
do
want to.
question their motives in some way or another.
like streaming services in general, like Netflix, Hulu, and all that stuff.
Yeah, do you think they're bad or
Mainly Netflix, because for so long they were prioritizing the satisfaction of its subscribers, but now all they want is a bit of the moolah, and just don't work out for the public, so
Yeah,
they're going
right.
downhill.
I'll be
The only
honest.
thing the only thing keeping them alive is Stranger Things, but how long was that going to go on for until
Exactly, bro. Exactly. There's nothing really good on Netflix, and nothing against Netflix. I'm just saying, like, I can't find any good shows on Netflix.
Look
Actually,
at
no.
up into
Scratch
the
that.
movie,
The
man?
only-
Well, it doesn't seem a problem with my family.
Yeah, scratch that. The only
They're
show
joining Netflix just fine.
right. The only show I'm looking forward to is like Never Have I Ever, but that's about it.
Wait, that's becoming a show?
Yeah, it's a Netflix original.
Never have I ever. What are they going to do with that?
Well, I think
Is
it's a.
it people say never have I ever?
Do you know what it's about?
No, I'm just taking a guess.
Oh, yeah, sure, guess.
I mean, there is this one Netflix original that I have actually genuinely enjoyed.
Well,
As the Crows Fly.
I like Squid Game. I thought Money Heist was a good show, and I think the Adams Family is an interesting one. Well,
Like,
Umbrella Academy I thought was an okay show until they went all freaking woke. Same with Riverdale until they went all woke and did some change the. Like if you were watch Riverdale when it was at season 1 and season 2, and you watch it now, you would be concerned like, what the fuck is this show? It's just changed so massively. You would think it's a brand new fucking show.
I thought Riverdale was a new show.
No, it's been out for years. They just changed it so much that you'd think it's a bloody new show. How much they've changed the plot.
Yeah, because like a lot of
Originally, it was a Crime Stop, a crime TV show by the CW, and now it's this dark show with apparently you got superpowers.
yeah, because like I don't know, a lot of people have been talking about Riverdale a lot, like whether if it was like good or bad.
It was years ago that it was okay, but now to the point, I think it's the same show.
Yeah, Riverdale was good like for the first season, okay for the second, but beyond the third season, absolute trash. No, I'm not having it. No, they were on such a good roll, but now they just lost the game. You know, that's quite a shame.
I thought Sabrina and Teenage Witch was an okay TV show when they did that with her. I thought they did okay with that. And they had another one. I can't remember. It was called The Order as well. I thought it was an okay show from Netflix. But they cancelled it after the second season. They didn't want to go further with it, which I think is sad because I think it could have been a really good season. A really good show. It was a show that got cancelled in 2017. But you're right. Netflix doesn't have good shows anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm mainly on Hulu, and other apps and like all that stuff.
And I've got Amazon Prime, but I think it will come to the point where Netflix is going to have to acquire another streaming platform just to get better content. I think Paramount might be an interesting buy because I think like they get access to all Paramount's content. Doesn't Paramount own like the Minions and all that?
I don't know. Do they?
I think that's Universal, ain't it? Ain't Paramount owned?
Yeah. Universal owns the Minions. Well, actually, Universal owns Illumination Animations, which owns the Minions.
Which created the Doctor Scoot game, the Lorax, Minions, and
absolutely.
A lot of our like 2000s, 2009s. They've made a lot of successful films. Illumination.
Oh yeah, it's good.
So, out of all those streaming platforms, which one do you think is the closest to getting acquired in the next 5-10 years?
Getting what?
Which of them do you think, those smaller ones out of Paramount, Hulu, Paramount and HBO Max, out of those two, which ones of those two do you think is getting acquired in the next 10 years by either Netflix, Amazon Prime, or Disney Plus?
I think Netflix needs Paramount.
Yeah, I agree.
And And I think Apple will probably they're going to either sell off their division, their own streaming service, or they're going to acquire someone because they've got a pitiful catalog of films. They need something to pull them up.
I'll be honest. I wonder if there are any like pirating apps out there. I'm not saying I would do anything.
I at one point I thought Sony and Netflix might make a good deal, to be honest, because imagine if Crunchyroll and Netflix combined, Netflix would have a catalog of like all the fucking anime in the world, because Crunchyroll just acquired Funimation, and now they're the biggest streaming service for anime in the West, in America, United Kingdom, Europe, like all the other countries outside of Japan and Asia, China. But there's tons of streaming platforms. I'm sure that they will I'm sure at the end of the day they will probably get acquired. Do you think it would be funny if BBC or ITV got acquired by a big company? All their all their catalogs of stuff would get acquired.
Who would want to acquire BBC?
Just for the intellectual property, like all their TV shows and that.
Mm.
Like, they created a bunch of TV shows, and they've got the licensing rights to a lot of TV shows. Same with ITV. They own a lot of shows, and their platforms apparently free.
Would you acquire BBC if you could?
Maybe.
I mean, BBC has good content, but why would a company like Disney or Netflix want to acquire a broadcasting corporation that's run by a government? How would that work, realistically?
I don't think it's really acquired by. I don't really think it's run by the government. I think if it's run by the government, then why the fuck do the BBC have such a disdain for the fucking Conservative Party if it's run by the government? Like, if you would think, and I've listened to BBC Radio 4, and you would think with some of the stuff that they're saying, the people generally hate the fucking British government. Just of the way they sound, it's utterly like they despise the Conservative Party. How can you despise the people that are actually helping pay your rent, pay your wage? That's just nonsense. But Faithy,
interesting.
Like Faithy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So out of all the streaming platforms, the smaller streaming platforms, which one do you think is getting acquired first by the next 10 years?
To be honest, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Well, Apple definitely needs to fucking acquire someone, because quite honestly, they got fucking nothing. They got dick diddly squat. They need to acquire HBO Max or something like that and get access to all of those massive amounts of content and add that to Apple's thing if they want to seriously compete in the streaming game. And I think Prime is going to acquire someone else as well. Same with Disney. And I'm not going to lie, I think it would actually benefit them. I think it would benefit them to literally for Netflix to acquire Universal or something like that, or Paramount. Like, let them acquire the streaming service. Those guys can Universal can continue to create the content for said movies, and they can do partnership with it. And Universal can still run their theme parks and that. They can keep the theme park business. Just let Netflix have all the intellectual property. They run the theme park business. They keep their theme parks. At some revenue, they can save face. Because I don't think Netflix really wants the fucking theme parks. I think they only really care about the intellectual property and the IP. Let them use it for rides and that, and just let them take the IP.
Okay.
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Lumberware.
Laundry.
No, lumberware. The best word around.
Never heard of it.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
You trying to say this? This is trying to start like a freaking high school commercial. High school freaking academy, like high school meeting, like assembly. Only you can say forest fires. Where they promote some type of fucking jargon and say like, "Oh, God is great, God is good," and promote the fact how Jesus Christ is such a great guy. Which I think is kind of, how do you guys feel about like literally kids being force-fed shit about assemblies about Jesus Christ and that? Because I had to deal with that when I was in high school, secondary school.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what was the question?
That when I was in primary school.
Well, hold on. Wait, Rich, what was the question?
Have to go to class assemblies where you had like some priest trying to fucking talk to you about Jesus Christ. Because I had that in my secondary school, my primary school.
I don't think my school did that.
It was a different time back then when they could have flipping on kids.
Like I don't think like my school would like push on certain religious beliefs. 'Cause, like there were people. There were kids.
A different time back then. Like it was like 2018, 2019, 2017, 2007, 2006.
Oh.
Bit like that, like would have flied back then. Nowadays, I don't think you could push that. There'd be someone complaining.
I mean, to be fair, like there are a bunch of people with different religious backgrounds, so it's like I don't think that would have flied regardless. Like where I'm at, of course.
Yeah, Dave.
Huh?
Did you ever have that?
The talk of Jesus Christ?
Yeah, the class assembly.
Not really, you know. But we
Uh,
used to have in elementary school. We used to have moments. I guess an hour of a movie that we used to watch VeggieTales in the counselor's class. Did I mind about the message of Jesus Christ? No, I was entertained by the animation and graphics and the energy of the tomato guy and the cucumber.
Is that what made you want to eat your greens?
No. To be honest, the thing that actually made me want to eat my greens is the fiber. The fiber, the vitamins, it's like, okay, my body needs this.
What the fuck has happened to you, Faith? It's like you've become a different person since the girl I met 3 years ago.
Well, even then, before then, I still would eat my greens. You gotta have iron,
Really?
Us girls in particular have to eat our greens. We have to eat things rich in iron. Otherwise,
You won't be able to.
Hemoglobin will not have enough iron to function.
Oh. Are you physically saying that women are less?
No. Men have to have iron too. Men need protein, iron. They need all the essential nutrients to function as well. But women, since we have a cycle, let's just say that. I'm not going to say the exact words.
We can do that special topics for your podcast only. So if you want to hear about Faith's horrible nights, depression with that, watch your podcast. Even as a Faithy, it discusses.
We tend to need a little bit more iron. We need leafy greens, basically like iron. Basically like spinach, turnips. Things rich in iron.
It's fun. I'm having fun recording 2 podcasts today.
Oh yes, we're on the roll today, lads. Yeah.
Oi.
Good. Oi.
Oi. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Faith?
Papa boy.
Faith?
What is the thing you guys buy the most of?
McDonald's. And petrol. And stocks and investments. So basically, do you want me to run you through exactly what I spend in a week? I spend normally I've been spending at least £240 a week. Maybe 250. 200 on stocks and investment, 40 quid on petrol, and 10 quid at least minimum on a McDonald's once a week. That's basically it. Faithy, what do you spend in a week?
To be honest, between having to buy fuel weekly, that's basically 20, depending on how good my mileage is, but it's basically $20 to $25 a week.
Oh.
And then I will buy food, mainly tuna and bread. Tuna and bread.
That's sure going to feed the family.
And lettuce.
I love
But
Imagine if someone
I buy a
laughed
lot
at the
of
word
tuna, and I
lettuce.
buy a lot of. I buy a lot of. If it's
You're
not tuna, it's lettuce. It's basically things that are basic, very cheap.
Okay. That sounds
You
good.
know, I don't. When I have the extra money, I invest into stocks.
I'm
Okay.
trying to build my equity, build my career.
You know, I have an emergency
Make
fund.
a goal to invest at least 1,000 in a year. Fund I'm building for
I buy most of tuna.
everything we do.
If it's not tuna, it's beans. But you know, I mainly buy a lot of tuna. What about you, guys?
What are you gonna do if like I buy one share of Ethereum and it goes up to 10,000? Sketch. If
What
that
do
goes
you
to 10,
guys buy more of, most of?
that'd be decent money. We could use that to build capital. Use 10,000 to build Team Sketch.
Okay.
We'll see.
I like where this is going.
What do the rest of you guys buy the most of?
Like buy the most of, like in general.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh. Well, when I have the money, I don't really buy much, just buy food.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
You go to the supermarket, Faithy. I buy cheap stuff at cheap price. Save money. I do. I can get good chicken. I can get good cheap stuff for fucking nothing, which is good. Saves money. Anybody else want to talk about?
So guys, I became a male stripper.
Congrats. I don't.
Good on you, Eric. Good on you.
so do you guys go to school
Yeah,
with a list or without a list?
I hope you guys actually don't believe that.
If you go for it, I have no problem.
Nah, that's bullshit.
I have no problem if you.
That better be fake, Eric, because yeah, we're not having it. No.
If you want to become a stripper, I have no problem with it. Go for it. We all got to make.
Yeah, no.
We all got to make a living somehow.
No, in order for me to do that, I'd have to get into good shape.
Yeah.
I'm in
You
decent.
You could start off with just posting feet pics. Maybe you could do that. There would be some buggers that would want to take pictures of your feet, have pictures of your feet.
Uh-oh.
Do I pose as a female and take feet pics? Cause
I got penguin feet, so no.
People would still buy your feet pics.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like females
get random. Here's the idea: you can get random pics off the internet and get off the internet, and then literally just give them to people, pretend that you took them.
Are we really talking about scamming people out of their money for feet pics?
Yeah, why not? Is that against their terms of service?
I don't know. It seems a bit sketchy to me.
That's what these bitches about. I'm kidding. Funny, see what it's about. You might get. I'm not so sure it's legal, but.
Wait, selling feet pics? I'm pretty sure it's legal.
No, I mean selling feet pics that are not you, but you actually don't take. It's just off Google search.
If it's off Google if it's off Google search and it's not a specific person, I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm not saying I would do it, but
see how much money you can make off it. It might be funny.
Yeah, I would. I've thought of doing that before, but it's like I don't want to scam anyone. You know?
You've got to make your money some way. And to be honest with you, if they're willing to pay for that, they must be some sad fuck.
If they're willing to pay for feet, period, yes, they are.
Especially when all you got to do is go to a beach and you can get it for fucking free. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You just got to cop a feel. That's all you got to do.
Just go on the old Hub X videos.
Speaking of nice spot, just go onto a beach, act feel and cop a feel with a woman and look at her feet.
Yeah, or just ask her if you can suck him or
your feet
and have intercourse with her feet. You know.
Weirdos.
I'm kidding. Don't go to a beach and do that. Don't go to a beach and do that. Don't
do that, guys.
I mean,
how many people do we have on this opinions podcast?
We have like 4. It's like 4 of us, right?
Yeah.
No, but I mean actual viewership.
Oh,
Oh,
Because
viewership.
I know on Jammy Lonely we get 200 per episode.
I think it's about max 10. So, yeah, it's not that big, but at least
yeah.
it's something.
I mean, unfortunately, that's what she said. It's not that big, but you know, she said it's all about the motion in the ocean.
In the ocean.
Yeah, no, don't. Anyone who's listening out there, do not believe a word I said. It's not true. No one said that about me. Yeah,
Said
but
what?
that's beside the point.
Said what?
Yes, don't believe Eric. It's all cap.
Yeah, I'm packing a 13-incher, but you know it's cool.
Lies. Less than a 5.
5.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're the one that said that you said that it was a
Look, I've never physically measured mine, but I know it's not 5.
Yeah. Alright, guys.
We should get a professional model and ask her what size is the best size.
Wait, a professional what?
We should get a model and we should get like we should ask a girl, a very
sexually active female.
Yeah, and what's the best? What do you think? What size is the best?
I feel like we can ask any female that, like, you know, but yeah, which size is the best? You know, just are we really gonna ask that? Is that really gonna be the topic of that episode? What size is the best?
No, it'll just be a random question, but we'll throw in.
Oh, hey, Chelsea. I was wondering, what size is the best?
What big is the best size? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, I'm just asking for a friend, and it's definitely not because I'm insecure about my own. I'm just asking for a friend.
Nah.
I'd probably say something like that just as a joke. It's definitely not because I'm insecure about my own.
No.
Yeah, definitely not doing that. Sounds desperate.
Yeah, it's like, you know, because no one would sleep with me because they said I'm not the best.
Never will.
I have meaningless relationships when you could find someone who actually cares about you. And
Faithy, I thought you were gonna say I had meaningless sex, but I honestly thought you were gonna say that.
Why? What? Why would you think that? It's not like that at all. No.
I don't know why, but it sounded like she was gonna like say that.
I don't think that she's the type to do that, but if she does that, then fair play to her. Good on her.
Look,
yeah, fair enough.
I'm not gonna give her into trouble for trying to get some.
Fellas out there, just use your right hand. I mean, I don't do it often.
All you gotta do is sit on your right hand and sit. You've got to switch it up sometimes. If you use your left hand for a week and then you switch to your right hand, it feels a little bit different, but a little bit right. I'm talking.
That was bad. But anyways, yeah, it's like, you know, I'll be honest. When I was doing that, I always thought of switching up. When I did it before, I always thought of switching up, but it's like I never did, because like I was used to my right hand.
Yeah, that's the thing about us though. Like we have like weird conversations about weird stuff, but I think it'll be entertaining when we launch more podcasts and we bring new people into us to help to host podcasts with us. It's just about finding the right people, which we'll find eventually. Like we already know. I think we got some people that are like now and then, but not going to be everyday people, but appear now and again. I wouldn't say. Yeah, I think we're just going to have those other people that we have joining now and again whenever they're free and they fancy joining in.
Yeah.
And they'll just be inactive members. They won't be members, but they'll just be guests that can appear on anytime they fancy.
Of course. And like, back to the size question, I'd probably want to ask a professional.
Why don't you ask a dermatologist, a person that literally? Why don't you? You should interview a person that does a woman that does vasectomies. That might be fun.
I mean, it could be a man who does it, but you know, it's
for a woman, to be honest, with the conversation.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, to be honest, I think the average size is like 5 or 6 inches.
I thought the average was at least. I thought it was 7.
Then again, it's the way you use it.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in the way that you use it.
No way.
So
I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say the same because I'm not gonna lie. Certain people who say that aren't really packing much.
I don't think I'm doing too bad. Maybe slightly above.
So,
Anything.
Risk, would you ever interview a hooker?
Yeah, fuck it. I'd do it.
What would you ask her?
Like what? Like I would dive into it. Like how did it? Tell me your life story. So April, Abby, whatever, Saffron. Tell me your life story. Tell me how like how. Tell me about your life. Tell me about you. How did you get this job? How did you work? What was it like?
Imagine if they told you like their mothers got her into the business. That would actually be sad.
I'll just say that's interesting. How did that happen? So how long? When? What day and year? So I would ask her like, tell me, okay, you're a porn star, okay. Tell me your life story. I honestly want to know how the earth did you? How? So like, tell me the whole story. Like how it happened. Like what made you want to get into porn? What made you want to get into it? Tell me your most weirdest and awkward experiences with it. Like, let's just dive deep into it. You can just tell me your life story. I'm curious.
Well, you see, like one day she was bringing home some like some like black tall guy, but then her mom walked in on her and said like, "Can we share? Can we share him?"
Not. Why can't it just be? Sure. Whatever.
Yeah. Then then mom started recording. Then that's how I got into the business.
Why the fuck does this sound like it's its own little fucking porno?
It's not. It's not.
It sounds like it.
I mean, no. I made that story up.
We don't.
This is definitely not category on the old hub. It's not. Don't look it up.
It probably is.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up. I know it is. Probably. There's so many different categories. There'll be categories for people breaking lockdown in the early 2000, in 2021, 2020. Like it'll be a video titled "I broke lockdown to fuck my boyfriend" or something like that.
Why are we talking about categories?
Promoting porn. Not real. Davey, you there?
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to talk about? Like Jamie, talk about, or is that us?
That's all we have for this. Yeah, that's all we have for this episode.
No problem.
It's been fabulous. Yeah, great.
Cool.
Nice. And until next time, stay opinionated.
Bye for now.
Bye. Bye for now, guys.
Pushing P.